Editing Lizzie here again for you. Welcome back. Here's part 2 of making the underdress video. So enjoy! Okay, so much like I thought, I did not have a knit fabric to make a mock-up out of. What I do have, however, is this old duvet cover that I had previously murdered for a circle skirt. Because it was just getting too run down. It's very thin. So I think I can make a mock-up of this out of here because I have enough fabric for sure out of this one. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm just going to go press this so it's nice and flat, work out the back out, refold it, and then cut out the front, so the side seams and the shoulders together, and then try it on, and if it fits, it'll go straight on my dress form, and I will start mocking up sleeves, which is exciting. I could have the whole mock-up done today, which means I could have the whole dress theoretically cut out as soon as I have the fabric, which I will be getting tonight. So that's exciting. I'm gonna go do some pressing, and then I guess I will give you some sped up footage of me cutting out the things. dark because I live in Canada. Therefore it is 4:30 and it's dark out. But the mock-up is done. There are a few things I am going to change. They're not major things though, so I'm happy about that. The neckline is basically perfect. It's a little higher than I thought it was going to be, but that's going to give me more room here to do some embroidery, which is perfect for what I'm going for. I was a little worried about here because I had some gaping issues, but I think because this is going to be made out of a knit fabric eventually, and I hadn't pinned up the seam allowance I left for the actual sleeves, I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to be fine. It'll just basically disappear. And it's supposed to be a little baggy anyway, so plus I'll have the kirtle over top of it. I think it'll be fine. However, what I don't like is I didn't make this skirt flared. I have many regrets about that. So what I'm going to do is the skirt actually has room for the hips right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right before the hips start to, the dress goes like this, because waist and hips. So right where it starts to flare out for the hips here, I'm going to unpick and put a triangular gore in each side, I think, just to give me more skirt, because right now I feel restricted a little bit. Lengthwise, it's a little bit longer than anticipated, but once it's up here, like just under my knee, which I think is just hard to do on yourself. Yeah, it's about 2 inches up, so 42, like I originally assumed. That'll be fine. Other than that, I'm really happy with the mock-up, so that's good. I have to go pick up Sir Editor from work here in a few minutes, so I am going to get into normal clothes and not a mock-up. And then when I get home, honestly, I'm going to cook supper. And then I will start on a sleeve mock-up, which, as I stated previously, I'm literally going to take the length of my arm from here to here, make like a big square that's that long, and then measure the circumference of the armpit here, and then double it, and that'll be the width for the sleeve. So it'll be length of my arm this way, and then it'll be double the width of the circumference of the sleeve boy here. And we're gonna try that and see if it works. I think it should be fine because I kind of wanted a little bit of poof. I'm good with that. Only thing is I might have to leave extra length in the middle, like do the normal sleeve shape at the top. I'm gonna think on this a little bit more, and I might do some YouTubing to see, because I think Annika has a video on how to create bishop sleeves. So I'm gonna take a bishop sleeve but make it bigger. That's my goal. In any case, I'm gonna get started on that, and I will see you guys theoretically when I have a sleeve mock-up happening, or when it's already done, depending on what I remember to film. Hello, welcome back. It's been a few days since the last time I filmed anything because I'm terrible at remembering to turn on a camera when I'm doing things. As you can see, I have added some stuff to here. So I added in the gussets on the side of the dress, like this. And I have put these directly into the pattern piece, so I won't have to do gussets on the actual dress. This will just be all part of the front and back panel. The sleeve I drafted based on a video that I will link in the doobly-doo down below. And then I used a different video, which I will also link down below, for how to turn it into a bishop sleeve. And then I put a cuff on it that I plan to have like a little button on, and it'll be super cute. The only thing that I don't like about this, the rest of it I think is fine, is the sleeve is a little too short. It keeps riding up weirdly, and I hate it. So this is going to get extended, and I'm going to give it probably another 3, probably 4, just to be on the safe side, because if it's a little too long it'll just puff up more, so I'm fine with that. And that's basically done. So I'm happy with where this is sitting right now. I'm happy with my pattern. The only thing I have left to do is literally to extend the sleeve another 4, maybe 5. I don't know. We'll see how spicy I'm feeling. Adding that extra length to the sleeve, and then everything I think will be exactly the way that I want it to be. So I am going to proceed on now with the actual fabric, which is super exciting because I've purchased it now. I went to IKEA the other night and bought a blanket, this blanket, to make this dress. So as you can see, bring it a little closer to you here. It's got this like really nice waffle. Can you please focus? Thank you. It's got like this nice waffle thing to it. It's a little bit stretchy, but not too stretchy. It's still technically a woven medium. It's not a knit, which is nice. And it's got this fun border on it, which I might pick off and use to finish the interior seams, because waste not, want not, am I right? In any case, that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. These are all my pattern pieces over here. I've got the sleeve that's been completed. Again, just need to extend that a little bit. The original drafted sleeve that will, I'm sure, go to use in some other pattern. Again, I'll probably have to lengthen this though, because this is real short. And then I've got my finalized front and back patterns. As you can see, I added in this little triangular piece down at the bottom, just to kind of get the gussets in without having to do gussets, because ain't nobody a fan. And of course, because I am a woman and I am making my own dress, this thing's gonna have pockets in its final versions, which will be big enough to hold a cell phone, because I say so. And anyway, let's get going on the actual dress. Just gonna get changed out of this, which is very uncomfortable, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, first things first, gotta extend this guy. I'm just going to do this. And all I'm going to be doing is tracing out 4 inches all along here. Hopefully I won't have to take 2 pieces of paper together. Well, we'll see. And yeah, we'll see in a minute. And now it's done. Here we go. So I've extended it by 5 inches. That should be more than enough for the purposes that I'm using it for, because that other one was just like here, so 5 inches, we'll put it like down here, which then you ruck it up and then it's poofy. Can you even see what I'm doing with my arm? Probably not. So the band sits about here right now. What I've done is I've added 5 inches, so hopefully it'll sit down here, which then it comes back up here and then it poofs. So we're gonna go with that and we're good to go. So I'm gonna lay out my fabric here, and we're gonna do another fun little jump cut. Alright, welcome back. So I have pinned along one line of this to make sure that I am in fact on this correctly. I also measured the back end, or the widest part of my pattern, so that when I lay it on, it just fits. This is so that I don't waste any fabric, if at all possible. And I believe I should be able to fit both pieces that need to go on this fold on this one piece. This one fold that I've done all the way down. So I'm just going to arrange this fabric to be as flat as I can, and we'll get to pin some of the stuff on, or the pieces on. Can I braid today? Probably not. Alright. Let's start pinning. Hello, welcome back. So unfortunately I cannot fit both of my on the fold pieces on this one long line. So I'm going to have to do another fold. In the meantime, however, I am going to mark and cut this piece out and yeah, go from there. Then I guess I'll fold the other side and do the other one. And then it'll be sleeves, pockets, and cuffs. And then I get to do some other stuff. So I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do all of that, wherein I mark out the seam lines, which is what this is because this doesn't have seam allowance in it. So I'm going to mark around basically where the stitching lines need to go here, and then I'm going to mark a 1/2 inch out from that line this time, just so that I have that extra 1/2 inch there for the seam allowance. And then I'm going to do the same thing on all the other pieces. And then once I have all of that and it's cut out, I will come back and we'll have a stack full of good times to do sewing things on.